Namaste friends, my name is Ritesh and today we are talking about the pain in the knees. Most of the time we know that we have a knee pain but we don't know what is the solution. So today let us talk about this knee pain. How can we get a solution for the knee pain? So first of all, just keep it in one mind that the knee joint only has a ligament and tendon, so it doesn't have muscles. Now if you want to strengthen the knee, you need to strengthen the thighs, that is your quads, that is your hamstrings. So it's not only the quads, it's not only the hamstrings, also the abductor group of muscle. What is the work of these muscle? It takes the legs outside, as well as the inside of the muscle, that is known as the adductor group of muscle, that take your legs inside. So till the time you don't work on the whole group of muscles, it's difficult to strengthen the knee joint. So let us today start with a knee joint exercises or asanas. in this series I focused on Bihar School of Yoga Pawan Muktasan series 1. It's an amazing group and it has been researched and it shows that it's wonderful for your knee joint. And do watch this video till the end, because some of the asanas I have also shown in the lying down position, that is in the supine position. So those who can't sit in a dandasana or prarambhik sthiti, they can also do it in a lying down position. So as in when your capacity increases, you start with 5 minutes, then go for 10 minutes, but just focus that you're focusing on the breath and just go slow and steady. Don't force at any point of time, just keep that thing in mind and don't forget to smile. And at the end of this video I have my introduction video. Do watch it. In case you want to attend online classes, just log in to classparty.in. And also at the end there is a subscription, somewhere in the corner there is a subscription button. Just click on the subscription button so you get notifications of all the latest updates. Thank you very much. Let's start with the knee pain. So the first asana is known as Janu Akarshan. Now Janu Akarshan is known as a knee contraction. So that is the prarambhik sthiti, that is a base position. I keep my hands back straight. Now I can keep my hands in this position or this position, whatever feels comfortable to you. Now Dandasana is this position, but prarambhik sthiti is a little bit slanted. So tall feeling. Now suppose if you're finding it difficult to sit in this position, you can use a bolster or a pillow or a block like this, or a block. You can sit on the block also, or you can take a support of the wall, or you can lie down on the back. So my shoulders are relaxed, my spine is straight, my vision is in front, my jaws and face muscles are relaxed and my toes are pointing up, my arches are active, right? Now I breathe in. Now Janu Akarshan means knee contraction. So what I want from you is just roll a small towel or a water bottle, anything that you have, just place it below the knee, right? Activate your arches, keep your spine straight and keep that core engaged. Now what you're trying to do is press the knee down. In return you will activate the quads, right? You can use anything, as I told you, plastic bottle or anything that you like, but the contraction is this. So as you inhale, press the knee down and feel the contraction in the quads. That is very important. Remember, we are not doing this. This is for a different group of muscle. Right now the focus is here. So press it. Now let's do it. Inhale, press it down. Exhale, relax. Okay, so remember, we are not doing this. Okay, once again, and keep always in mind that the spine is straight. What happens as and when you keep practicing, you will get into this position, right? So try to see that your spine is straight, your elbows are straight but not bent, right? Inhale, press the knee downwards. Exhale, release. Inhale, press it down. Exhale, release. Inhale, press it down. Exhale, release. So do it 5 to 10 times as you are comfortable. I did on the right side, let us focus on the left hand side. So I just shift a bit, right? Once again I check my position. Am I sitting tall? My neck and shoulders relaxed, and a gentle smile. Yeah, don't forget that gentle smile. Now breathe in and press that knee towards the floor. Exhale, release. Inhale, contract the quads, try to press that knee down. Inhale, relax. This is known as Janu Akarshan. So exhale. Janu means knee, Akarshan means contraction. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now in this series of practice 1, we tried with the right side first, then we did on the left side first. That was practice 1. Now we are doing practice 2. In this we try to take both feet together. So once again, a towel or anything that you have, a plastic bottle, something, towel yourself. Once again, your base foundation, that's also known as Prarambhik Sthiti. Towel yourself. I'm not sitting like this, so keep that spine straight, neck and shoulders relaxed. Okay, now you can keep your arms in this also, right? It's fine. Now same, both feet together. Inhale, press, exhale. Inhale, press the knee down. There's a nice activation of the quads, the knee go up, right? Inhale, exhale, press that knee down, keep that spine straight, neck and shoulders relaxed. Inhale, exhale, compress that knee down, 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 feel the activation in the quads. Inhale, keep that spine straight, neck and shoulders relaxed. Inhale, push that knee down, activate the arches. Exhale. Inhale, keep that knee contraction, feel the activation in the quads, and exhale. Now Janu Akarshan, I told you, we did it on the right side, we did on the left side, and then we did both. So you can start with 5 counts, then you can go for 10 counts, okay, whatever that is comfortable to you. Now after Janu Akarshan we have Janu Naman. So what is Janu Naman? So I remove this towel completely. Now as usual we are starting with the base position, that is Prarambhik Sthiti. Once again, neck and shoulders relax. My vision is parallel to the floor and there is a chin tuck, so it's not this, right? And now my arches are active, right? My toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Observe my breath. Now what we are focusing in is Janu Naman. So you bend, you flex your right knee, but keep your spine straight, keep that core engaged. Now take your hands behind the thighs, towel yourself. Sometimes it is possible that you go like that, okay, but try to be aware more strongly. Keep that, so from here you might go like this, but keep that spine straight, keep that core engaged, zipping up of the abdomen, neck and shoulders relax, and don't forget that gentle smile. And now while you're inhaling, knees are locked, toes are pointing, also known as plantar flexion, straight. And now as you exhale, take the knee towards the chest. My spine is straight, my shoulders are relaxed, my left leg is active. Inhale, lock the knees, toes are pointing, neck and shoulders relaxed, my spine is neutral, and exhale. 3, inhale, knees locked, toes pointing, spine straight, neck and shoulders relaxed, the left leg is active. Exhale. 4, inhale, knees are locked, toes are pointing, neck and shoulders are relaxed, your spine is straight, core is engaged, and exhale. Lots of things to be aware, right? Now 5, inhale, knees are locked, toes are pointing, neck and shoulders relaxed. Exhale. Inhale, knees are locked, toes are pointing, neck and shoulders relaxed. Exhale towards you. Inhale, neck and shoulders are relaxed. Exhale. 8, Inhale, keep your spine straight, knees are locked, toes are pointing, left leg is active. Exhale. Inhale, knees are locked, toes are pointing, neck and shoulders are relaxed. Exhale. 9. Inhale, knees are locked, toes are pointing, your spine is straight, neck and shoulders relaxed. And the last one, stretch it out, knees are locked, and come back, relax. Now I have done it 10 times, you can do it 5 times, so depending upon your capacity. Just be aware, if it comes on your back, please take support of the wall, right? So start with a little bit less counts, whatever feels comfortable to you, right? You can also do the same thing on a chair, fine? So that's completely fine, do not worry about. Come, we did on the right side, now let us focus on the left hand side. Right, so once again, your Prarambhik Sthiti, that is base position, neck and shoulders relax, keep your arches active, toes are pointing towards the ceiling, right? And don't forget your smile, spine is straight. Now I flex or bend my left knee, I bend my the left knee. My arches are active of my right, tall feeling, it's not this, it's this. Okay, suppose you can't sit like this, put a cushion or a bolster behind, or take a support of the wall. Remember, my right leg is active and keep pressing the right heel so you get a much better foundation. And there's a chin tuck. Otherwise, normally what happens, we are like this, right? So the problem is just take it a little bit more back, neck and shoulders relax, face muscles relax, the shoulders are relaxed. Okay, now lift the leg up first, right? Now keep that core active before you lift the leg up, or we call it zipping up of the abdomen, right? So there is a little bit of core contraction, intra-abdominal pressure. Yeah. Now focus on your breath, be aware. Now inhale, keep your core engaged, lengthen, knees are locked, toes are pointing. There is a slight slanting in my body, that is fine. I can't do this, right? So a little bit of balancing. Exhale. Inhale, core engaged, neck and shoulders relaxed, knees are locked, toes are pointing. Exhale. Inhale 3. I'm aware that my right leg is active. Exhale. Inhale 4. Tall feeling, neck and shoulders relaxed, core is engaged. And exhale. Don't forget your smile. Inhale. Knees are locked, toes are pointing, core is engaged, neck and shoulders relaxed, chin tuck. Exhale. 6. Inhale, knees are locked, toes are pointing, neck and shoulders relax. Exhaling out, knees come towards the chest. 7. Inhale, knees are locked, toes are pointing, keep your core engaged. So see that you're not going into this position, right? Exhale. 8. Inhale, knees are locked, toes are pointing, the vision is in front, neck and shoulders relax. Exhale. Inhale, knees are locked, toes are pointing, and exhale. 8. Inhale, knees are locked, toes are pointing, neck and shoulders relaxed. Exhale. 9. Inhale, keep your core engaged, neck and shoulders are relaxed. Exhale. Keep your spine straight, core engaged. Inhale, the last one. 10. Knees are locked, toes are pointing, spine is straight. And exhale. And place the leg down slowly. Stretch your legs out and just relax. Now what we did was Janu Naman, right? So what happens with Janu Naman? The muscles of the quads get a little bit more active. As I've told you earlier, if you want to strengthen the knee joint, you have to work on the quadriceps as well as the hamstrings. Then only it is possible to keep your knee strong. As I told you, because over here, because our quads basically starts from here and connects the joint and goes down into the lower leg. In the same way, the hamstring muscle starts from here, crosses your knee joint and then goes into the lower leg. So the connection passes through the knee joint. So whether it's your hamstrings or the quads, you need to work on everything. Fine, come. Now we did Janu Naman, we do now Dvi Janu Naman. Now it's a warning here. This is a very intense practice. So people with back pain, Those who have weak abdominals, those who have high blood pressure, right? Those who are heart patients, okay, not the loved one, right? Actual heart patient. For them, these asanas are no, don't do it at all, because it's very intense, because it might come on your back strongly. Okay, so if you only have a strong core, do it. Otherwise, avoid it. Now, this asana is also there in Pilates. It is known as a double leg stretch, right? Let's see how to do it. Okay, now I form here the base position, Prarambhik Sthiti, neck and shoulders relax. The spine is straight, my neck and shoulders. I'm not sitting like this, right? Activate the core so that you are lengthening. Now, this is your chin tuck, right? It's not this. Now what you're doing is, Dvi means both. Dvi means both, Janu means knee, Naman means bending, okay? Now, I bend the right leg, I bend the left leg. I keep my spine straight. Now, keep your abdominal muscles engaged, right? Make it a little bit more active. Now the hands will work as a foundation. Earlier, the hand used to take it back. Now we take it in front. Okay, so it gives you a better foundation, right? Keep your core engaged, neck and shoulders relax, right? The hand becomes your foundation. Your spine is straight. Lift both the legs up. In itself, it's a quite intense pose. Keep that core engaged. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale. 1, 2, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Neck and shoulders relaxed. Keep your core engaged. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. It's quite intense. So if you want to do it 1, keep your leg on the floor, that's completely fine. You want to do 2, that's completely fine. So depending upon every person's individual capacity. So that was Dvi, Janu, Naman. Now let us do Janu Chakra. That is also known as knee rotation. Fine, let's once again get into that starting position. That is your Prarambhik Sthiti, base position, or we call that a foundation pose. Keep your spine straight, neck and shoulders relax. Feel the tallness. Now flex your right knee. Once again, tall feeling. Activate that left arches. I hold it. My spine is straight. Okay, don't do it like this. Fine. Keep that core contraction. That is very, very important, right? So activeness in the core contraction. Okay. Keep that vision in front. The shoulders are relaxed. Now what you're trying to do is you are lifting the knee up. Fine. My spine is straight. I'm not doing this, right? Chin tuck, right? It's not this. It's not this. Shoulders are relaxed. Keep that core engaged. Now inhale. You're lifting the knees up clockwise and exhaling and down. Inhale. And don't forget your smile, right? Exhale, take it down slowly, right? Inhale, lifting it up gently. Exhaling, you're taking it down slowly. 4, inhale. It's a circle with your ankle, right? Exhaling. Inhaling. 5. And exhaling down. 6, inhaling, lifting it up. Exhaling, taking it down. 7, inhaling, lifting it up. Keep that core contraction. Exhaling. 8, inhaling, exhaling. 9, keep your spine straight and exhaling. And the last one, exhale. Just stretch it out, relax a bit. Yeah, take your time, breathe. So give at least 15-30 seconds of rest. Okay, we did a clockwise. Now let's focus on an anti-clockwise, right? Once again, the spine is straight, your core is engaged, neck and shoulders are relaxed, your spine is straight, the vision is in front. Don't forget the smile, right? So we are doing an anti-clockwise. So once again, I lift the leg up, inhale, circle, exhale. You can do 5 also, that's fine. Inhale, exhale. So there is no movement in the leg, right? It's only the knee joint. inhale, exhale. Okay, keep that core engaged. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep your neck and shoulders relaxed, right? Keep that core engaged. Don't forget that smile. Inhale, exhale. 7, inhale, exhale. 8, inhale, exhale. 9, inhale. Keep your core engaged, neck and shoulders relaxed. Inhale, exhale. Just stretch your legs out and relax a bit in the Prarambhik Sthiti. Take your time, feel whatever you wish to do, Now, we did on the right side, let us focus on the left hand side. Once again, you are into that Prarambhik Sthiti, that is your base position. Neck and shoulders are relaxed, face muscles are relaxed. Now, keep your right leg active first, bend or flex the left knee. Now, interlock your fingers, keep it behind. Neck and shoulders relax. Don't forget that smile. And I want your spine straight. So keep that core engaged. Don't do this, right? Now, my spine is straight. Now, I engage my core. I lift my leg up. My right leg is active. Now, we are doing it on a clockwise. Inhale, exhale. That's 1. Inhale, exhale. 2. Inhale, exhale. 3. Inhale, exhale. 4. Inhale, exhale. 5. Inhale, exhale. 6. Inhale, exhale. 7. Keep your spine straight, keep your core engaged. Neck and shoulders relax. 8. Inhale, exhale. Take your own time, take your own speed, but just keep following me. Go slower. Activate the right leg, okay, the right heel. Right, that's your 10. Stretch your legs out and just shake the hips a bit, the hip joint a bit. Take 10-15 seconds of break. Now, once again, what we did a clockwise, let's focus on an anti-clockwise. So once again, check your neck and shoulders relax. There's a chin tuck, right? Keep that core engaged. Once again, activate that right leg, right? Neck and shoulders relax. I lift my left knee. I observe my breath. Now, anti-clockwise, inhale, exhale. 1. Arch is active. Inhale, exhale. 2. Don't forget your smile. Inhale, exhale. 4. Inhale, exhale. 5. Lots of awareness. Inhale, exhale. 6. Inhale, exhale. 7. Inhale, exhale. 8. Right? Inhale, go slower. Exhale. 9. Inhale, go slower. Exhale. Inhale, go slower, go slower, go slower. The last one. Inhale, exhale. Just stretch your legs out and just relax for some time. I am Ritesh. I have been practicing and teaching yoga for the last 20 years. My love for yoga is all about freedom. Freedom to fly, to cycle, and most importantly, to smile. My sessions will be about loving yourself a little bit more and carrying that smile and energy throughout your day. I'm very excited to be here and would want you all to know me better because who you learn from matters. Join me every week on Class Party. So friends, this was Pawan Muktasan series 1, especially for the knee, and most of the asanas we did was in a seated position. Now in part 2 we will do all the asanas in the lying down position. So up till now, if you have not subscribed to my channel, click on the link below. I will see you in the part 2. Thank you very much. Namaste.